Just imagine how you'd feel if you were the winning bidder when the gavel comes down on that lovely little property which you know you can do up and sell on at a profit. Or perhaps you're thinking of buying somewhere to live in yourself, your dream home. Whatever your reasons for wanting to buy property at auction, it doesn't have to be an impossible dream. Lots of people have enjoyed the experience of being the winning bidder, and if you follow a few simple steps prior to the auction, there's no reason why it shouldn't be you. The thought of buying property at auction seems to fire the public imagination, perhaps because of the popularity of TV shows like Homes Under the Hammer, and many would-be property investors and developers often imagine the auction is where they'll start their property business. If you know what you're doing, buying property at auction can be extremely profitable. But the flip side is that if you don't know what you're doing, it can also be extremely costly. Auctions can be a great source of bargain property, but the truth is that not every property is a bargain. It's the auctioneer's job to encourage frenzied bidding, and there have been many times when a buyer has paid over the odds at an auction, only to regret it later. Property auctions are also the marketplace of choice for many property sellers who have a defective or hard-to-sell property. So what looks like a bargain can turn into a nightmare for the uninitiated, who soon find out why that particular property was cheap. There's a reason why cheap doesn't always mean bargain. But if you take just a few simple steps, both prior to and during the auction, you can weed out the wheat from the chaff, the bargains from the dogs, and be the winning bidder who makes the killing on the bargain of the day. In this short ebook, I'm going to take you through the 6 simple steps you need to undertake prior to the auction, which will mean that you're better prepared and more likely to grab a bargain than most of the other bidders there. It'll also mean that you're much more likely to buy that bargain and much less likely to buy a mistake. In other words, I'm going to help you to have the odds stacked in your favour and give you an unfair advantage over most of the other bidders who don't know what they're doing. But that's not all. I'm also going to show you the 5 different types of property you'll find in an auction sale, so you can recognise the ones to bid for and the ones to avoid. What to do at the auction. There are procedures and etiquettes you need to be aware of. How to decide your maximum bid. Surprisingly few bidders even think about this. How to bid at the auction is not always as simple as just sticking your hand in the air. What to do if your property is withdrawn, and this can actually be good news and to your advantage. What to do when you're the winning bidder. There are things you'll need to do straight away. If you're serious about buying at auction, you need to do it properly and to be fully prepared before the bidding starts. You can't rely on merely reading through the catalogue and winging it on the day, which is what most unsuccessful bidders do. Let me show you those 6 simple steps and allow me to help you to have the best possible chance of grabbing that bargain you've always dreamed of.